Hello everyone and welcome to the weird, scary and horrible parts of humanity. Today we are looking at Harvard student Sinedu Tadesse, who with the world at her fingertips became a murderer. Born on 25th of September 1975, Tadesse was born in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, during a turbulent time in the country's history. Beginning in 1977, following the appointment of Mengistu Haile Mariam as the chairman of the Derg, Ethiopia descended into urban guerrilla warfare, with Mariam taking hardline brutal tactics against his opponents, launching the Ethiopian Red Terror. This included executions, assassinations, torture, and imprisonment without trial. The Derg successfully consolidated power throughout much of Ethiopia, with an estimated 30,000 to 750,000 deaths across Ethiopia, leading many Ethiopians to support rebel groups. On the 12th of July 1977, the neighbouring Somali Democratic Republic invaded Ethiopia to annex the Ogaden territory, a predominantly Somalian-populated border region within Ethiopia. Benefiting through military assistance from the Soviet Union, Cuba, South Yemen, North Korea, and East Germany, Ethiopia defeated the Somali Democratic regime on the 15th of March 1978 in the Ogaden War, but not without significant casualties in the 8-month war, with 6,133 Ethiopians killed and 10,563 wounded. Born into an affluent Ethiopian family, Tadesse's father was jailed in 1982 and in 1984, which coincided with the Ethiopian famine between 1983 and 1985, which is estimated to have caused the deaths of up to 1.2 million Ethiopians. Her mother was a nurse and she was one of 5 children. Tadesse was ostracized by other students at school and her family and seemed to have no friends in Ethiopia, with her family stating that they never really knew her. She devoted to her studies and attended the International Community School on a scholarship. She was described by former teacher Telewun Hibebe as the pearl of the school. She graduated valedictorian and was admitted to Harvard University in 1993 at the age of 18 and went on to study pre-med. Tadesse maintained a B grade average despite maintaining an A in other subjects like biology, which was too low to gain admittance into Harvard Medical School, but enough to gain admittance to other medical schools in the United States of America. She also felt pressured by the academic competition at the university. Throughout her freshman year, she deeply struggled to gain any friends and became profoundly lonely. In diaries, she revealed deteriorating mental health with an obsessive fascination about a true friend and failed attempts to find effective psychiatric care. Desperate, Tadesse sent a letter to dozens of strangers that she had picked from the phone book, describing her unhappiness and pleading with them to be her friend. One woman responded to the letter, but Tadesse returned bizarre letters and recordings to the woman, who cut off all contact. Another lady sent the letter to a friend at Harvard University to be reviewed, but no further action was taken. Friends of hers on the campus, for instance, Humphrey Watanga, a junior from Nairobi, Kenya, described Tadesse as a good friend but totally isolated and always by herself. However, Tadesse bizarrely remained distant from relatives who lived in Massachusetts. After her first year, Tadesse's roommate announced that she was going to room with someone else. For her second and third year in 1994, Tadesse found herself rooming with a Vietnamese-American student, Trang Ho, whose family lived in Medford, Massachusetts. Both lived together in Dunster House. In contrast to Tadesse, Ho was well liked at Harvard University. Her father, a political prisoner in Vietnam, had escaped Vietnam for America with Ho, her mother, and her sister when Ho was 10 years old. She had formerly worked as a volunteer at the Spaulding Rehabilitation Hospital in Boston, tutored Vietnamese refugees, and supported her mothers and sisters by holding down 2 jobs while attending Boston Technical High School, and was valedictorian at her school. While studying at Harvard University, she worked in a research laboratory at the Dana-Farber Cancer Institute and co-authored a paper in the journal Genetics. Tadesse became obsessed with Ho, who became her only friend and demanded her constant attention. She became angry with Ho when she was distant, as Ho returned frequently home to Medford to stay with her family. In 1995, prior to the commencement of their senior year, Ho announced that she had decided to move in with another group of girls for her senior and final year at Harvard. Tadesse reacted with extreme despair, and the two subsequently stopped talking. In April, Tadesse wrote a letter to Ho stating, "I thought we were going to do stuff together. You'll always have a family to go to, and I am going to have no one." On the week of the 21st of May 1995, Tadesse purchased 2 knives and a rope. She also sent a photograph and an anonymous letter to the Harvard Crimson, a student newspaper, stating, "Keep the picture. There will soon be a very juicy story involving this woman." Having received medical exemptions for 2 exams, enabling her to skip them, something that had never been done, Tadesse took her final exam and then had a brunch date with an Ethiopian student. On the 28th of May 1995 at 8 a.m, a Sunday and the final day of university, Tadesse killed Ho with a hunting knife in her sleep, stabbing her 45 times in her sleep and severely injuring her 26-year-old friend Thao Nguyen. Nguyen fled into the courtyard of the dormitory of Dunster House. With fellow students awoken by Ho and Nguyen's screams, Tadesse proceeded to barricade herself in the bathroom, where she hanged herself at the age of 19. She was the 3rd student to commit suicide at Harvard since April 1994, one of whom had lived in Dunster House. The other one lived off campus but was affiliated with the dorm. The Trang Ho Public Service Fellowship was established to pay for a student to perform charitable work during the summer after their junior year at Harvard. Tadesse's body was returned to Addis Ababa. Buried in her native Addis Ababa at the Ethiopian Orthodox Cemetery, Tadesse was buried with the words, "While she was studying at Harvard University, an unfortunate accident happened," with her parents refusing to admit that she had either committed suicide or murder. Harvard graduate Melaine Fernstrom compiled the book Halfway Heaven, Diary of a Harvard Murder. This book discussed the murder of Ho, the suicide of Tadesse, and how the University of Harvard had poorly handled the crime and other mental health issues facing students. Thank you for watching. Please do yourself a favour and hit that like and subscribe button and the bell icon to inform you when new videos come out. It helps more than you know, and your support is truly appreciated. You'll also be seeing 2 other videos for you to check out. Until next time, stay awesome, stay classy, be kind to everyone you meet, and have an amazing day.